when you roster or when you have 108, 112 players, whatever it is, you're undoubtedly going to have I don't want to say bad actors, but you're going to have some off kilter or different type people.
Yeah.
We've met a lot of people with the Golden Gophers football team today. Now, I mean, you've heard quarterback Drake Lindsay. We know PJ Fleck. He comes on 9 to noon weekly, and we also had a Jalen Smith, the Mankato West receiver. But we've either met or heard about a lot of other players on this team. Pete, I don't know if it's the case every year, but this Kingsbury kid walking by us now, the linebacker from Chicago, it's just a very impressive ensemble of young men.
Yep.
They're good. Not only are they good, but good luck this year. Have fun. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, how about that?
You're welcome to come on the show if you want. We got headphones right there if you want to scream into the microphone. Thank you. Well,
love it.
Kingsbury's my new favorite defensive player.
Yep.
At least until we meet Anthony Smith. Oh, wait, Jackson Howard was in studio. Well, there's your trifecta. But we've met players who are good. Some have NFL-type talent, and they're just quality. They're well-spoken human beings. About the best way to put it. Know what I mean?
I do, and just kind of, not marveling at it, but the fact that when we're talking a roster of 112, the average NFL roster of 53, you're going to get that's an eclectic group there, and can be in a locker room at times as it is.
Yes.
And I don't know what the right word for it. And Gophers fans, by the way, who want their team to win every game this year, they're going to be frustrated. We talk about expectations and what is the perceived limit of what this team can do in a very, very hefty top end of the Big Ten with what we're going to see in front of us this year. But you want wins. That's what you want. That's the A topic, and maybe a lot of people don't care. And maybe sometimes you need jerks to win games. Jerks can be really, really good at sports and can be, people that need an extra hand to deal with or handle at times. I'm just incredibly impressed with the type of player, the environment that these kids are in. You're looking at Jalen Smith here, a year and a half removed from Go Scarlets Go, and he's sitting there as a captain that's going to be working his way with these young kids with a chance to produce with Drake. He sees what's in front of him. He's so well-spoken. He's so dialed into the processes and not just making himself better, but how much he yearns to be a significant part of this offense and around the growth of his teammates. It's team, it's culture. You can feel it from the moment you step in, how important that is. And the people that we've gotten a chance to be around have been nothing but A-plus examples of that, from Kingsbury just briefly here, but Drake certainly, Jalen, and just what PJ and company are building. That's why I went down the road. Isaac Frichte's coming back. Caledonia go crazy. And Mo Ibrahim, what he did on the field and now getting a chance to be a part of this as well. The continuity of a Danny Collins on the defensive side that's been with him going back to the Western Michigan days. You can tell that they want to win games, and we want them to win more, right? We're fans. It's not enough. You set a standard. We want to create a new one. But the quality of human that is being produced in this program, I think, is undeniable, can't be disputed. And as I said, the key word for me is just it's really, really impressive.
Yes.
What we are amidst right now.
Pass rusher Anthony Smith, 11:30, right?
11:30 it is.
So we're looking at a 25, a 45, then show end?
Yeah, I think we reset it to 27. We'll break. It'll be 30 with Anthony. Then we pause after that, and then we'll put a little wrap on it and call it a Wednesday here at Gibson Nagurski.
How about some news du Nord on the fly, courtesy of Canterbury Park and CanterburyPark.com. By the way, we are racing tonight at Canterbury. We don't race Wednesdays generally, but we're coming off a week and a half layoff due to the rodeo. And so we will have racing this evening at 5 o'clock.
Have you been to the rodeo, by the way?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Rodeo's cool.
Somebody was asking. Like I was wondering where they actually do it, though.
On the track.
Physically on the track?
Yes.
Oh, that's terrific.
Sam Sansevier from K102.
Yeah.
She's the one to ask. Yeah, she, I think out Rogers Way, she was a rodeo queen, something like that. But she's very much into it and very into horses, so she'd be the one to ask. Because of that, we have a race to Canterbury in a week and change.
Well, we got to get back in the mix here. Let those ponies fly tonight, huh?
At 5 o'clock, CanterburyPark.com for information, CanterburyPark.com. We race Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday this week.
Do you think if I went in before the races, I might be able to feel the felt a little bit, play some poker, blackjack, or table games?
100%. Okay. You can't lose. Have you checked up on that MVP thing yet?
I got to get there and check up on the.
Are we 4 months late on that?
I will do that on the way home today, as a matter of fact.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited to do that.
Yes, sir.
Picture day. Yes, let's do some.
I have a Twins-related question.
Oh, okay.
Since I left, the Twins went pear-shaped.
It all went wrong.
Yep. So I leave. You got the All-Star game, and then you're playing Cleveland.
Yep.
And this. I think my only question would be, and maybe there was an answer to it if you came across it on social media or whatever. Joe Ryan. Mm-hmm. Okay, allows 6 home runs. And this is with respect to Derek Shelton.
Yeah.
I like Shelton. I just can't fathom how you permit somebody to give up 6 home runs.
Yeah.
I mean, when you give up 3, you're probably done.
Right.
When you're at 4, that's a 95% hook. When you're at 5, that's a 99% hook, in my estimation. I just don't understand how somebody was allowed to get bludgeoned for 6 home runs unless there's something in the game where it was like one pitch gone, where there's like, well, shoot, I mean, we have to protect him from himself now,
right,
and pull him out. But that was surprising to me that he was permitted to give up 6 home runs.
Well, the only thing that I can think of, so
it was 6, wasn't it?
It was 6 home runs.
Yeah.
Yes, he is the 12th pitcher in Major League history. Yeah, I was laughing about it the other day. There've been more perfect games in Major League Baseball history than occasions where a pitcher was permitted to give up 6 home runs in a game.
Yeah, I just don't understand how that works.
I'm shooting from the lip on this. I will say that the 10-1 bludgeoning at the Cubs in that finale the day before, I don't know if they were thinking we're just going to leave him out here to work through this,
right,
and maybe conserve some arms for the remainder of the series. This is not the first time he's given up a home run affair like this. This is the 3rd time as a Twin that he's allowed 5 or more home runs. And so,
wow,
yeah, it's the 3rd time. It's so I saw this online from Gleeman. 5 occasions a Twins pitcher's allowed 5 home runs in a game. He clearly posted this before the 6th one got loose.
Yep.
Joe Ryan's responsible for 3 of those, and so he did it a few years ago. He had gone from a complete game shutout against the Red Sox at Target Field. I was actually at the game. Baby Ava and Stella were hanging out for that.
Like 3 years ago.
Like 3 years ago. Yeah. The next start, I think he tweaked a groin in the warm-up, didn't say anything, gave up 5 bombs in the first 2 innings, and then had to work his way back to health throughout the season. So 6, it was ugly. 12th pitcher in Major League history to do it. I'm just guessing that it's your best pitcher. We're in an awful spot. We got 3 more against this squad over the next few days. We're going to let him sit in his mess and try to work through it because we trust him. Clearly, the 13-4 final tells you they did not work themselves through it. And then now,
so they got 2 more with Cleveland.
They got 2 more, and so 2 more with Cleveland, and then they're at the Rays.
Wow.
And then they're at Cincy, and I believe they come home after that, but it's 10 or 11 games until the trade deadline. So now there's some weeping and some gnashing of teeth in terms of through the first half we're lauding Shelton and company. They had won 8-9 series into the break, and they come out, and now they just absolutely stepped on a rake. They've lost 4 consecutive, and that's already kind of changing the complexion of what you expect from this team. So.
Right.
Is it regression to they are what we thought we are? Is that the moment of this?
Makes
or
sense.
Just tough stretch? But, Monday night it was like Buxton's going to be back in the mix. Like there was a lot of Good Times USA talking about this Guardians series.
Yeah.
The only thing we needed was when J. Lou, we had to get Jensen Lewis on the show.
I'll text him for tomorrow.
And so, but then it just absolutely went the wrong way again yesterday. But Bailey Ober. Bailey over today, I believe.
Yeah.
And maybe he's the tide turner, so that we can find ourselves a W against the division rival.
Did you? It was so spotty sending pictures and stuff like that from the cruise ship, or specifically Sitka and the Icy Strait. But I tried to send you a picture of me and some people I met on our ship watching the World Cup. Watching Argentina-Spain.
Oh, you watched it on Sunday on the ship?
On a phone.
Yeah.
It was on somebody's little phone. Then we found somebody with an iPad, and it was spotty, with the garble, and so many people were on the Wi-Fi watching the same thing that it would cut out and then come back.
Was it one of those moments where 5-6 of you huddled around this iPad, and then the game's almost over, and someone hits the bathroom, and you realize there was like a full meeting hall of big screens that had it?
It was unbelievable, especially because I couldn't figure out how to watch it. I couldn't get it to go.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing the free subscription and cancel it within 7 days. I will forget, and you're going to stick me for $300. So I'm not going to watch the game before I'm going to let you pull that stuff in the squeeze.
Same.
It's all over the place. The squeeze is unbelievable right now on so many levels. We could talk about that some other time. But so about 12 of us are huddled around this guy's really nice iPad. I mean, must have been really fast Wi-Fi watching the game. I drank, and we didn't. I didn't realize, because we couldn't hear the audio. We could hear it, but it was too loud to decipher. That Argentina was down a man for a majority of that game, right?
Yeah.
So then it's like, I learned something about the beautiful game, where Spain had 11 shots, Argentina had 1. Okay, at some point, maybe 9 or 9-1, something like that.
I think it was like 12-0.
Yeah.
And then I think Argentina got one on net, like very late extra time.
Yeah, where it's like, okay, somebody said, well, if you're Spain, you might be in trouble because you've missed so many golden opportunities. And I'm like, bro, I don't need to know anything about Spain's defense or defensive wherewithal. But if you're, I don't care if you have Messi or not. I mean, I would imagine you can double him, take him out of the equation. With 10 players against 11, you ain't going to win the game. It's just a matter of survival, or you got to have something completely go your way.
Yeah.
That's
what Spain does. It is truly a boa constrictor.
Yeah.
The more you fight it,
I like that.
The more they will squeeze you to death.
Right, but 11 on 10, I mean, come on.
No, you know. Well, they were at that point.
Argentina was tough, man. That's a bunch of tough players.
They are, but they had relied on late magic, and at that point, what you saw is the same thing that Spain did to France. Is they said those are your best players. They don't exist anymore.
Right.
We're going to make them look like absolute second-class losers for 90 minutes. And they embarrassed France and Argentina from a depth perspective. That entire team was some middling and some very good players, but they had all raised their level for number 10. I mean, they were all playing on borrowed time in a big way. So once Enzo Fernandez, I mean, just a stupid way to end your World Cup, getting that second yellow card, just an awful step in on Cabarsi
or Curacao,
or Curacao, either one, and they were just playing for penalties. They were sitting back. They're like, if we can just survive this, we will make it the coin flip game from the penalty spot. Yeah. But Spain, I mean, just the beautiful ball. Nico Williams heads it back, and Ferran Torres finishes it while a member of Argentina's like itching the back of his calf. Like, it was just pathetic the way Argentina ended it. The rightful champs in Spain.
But it was a very, very enjoyable game to watch, and just to learn, like when we were in Victoria and we went out to get oysters before we came back to the ship, and our server was from Brazil. So chatting with that young lady from Brazil, she was really into the World Cup. The culmination had taken place just a couple of days earlier. And she, it would be like Minnesota saying, I don't care who wins the Super Bowl, anybody but Green Bay. So for Brazil, it was anybody but Argentina.
Yeah.
So, okay, go Spain. Go Paraguay, go Uruguay, go Ghana.
Go Kazakhstan.
Anybody but Argentina. She was serious about it. So I'm like, damn, man, I learned a lot about the majesty and the prestige of the World Cup this year. And I know a lot of people have known a lot more about it for a lot longer than I have. But I watched more this year than I ever have, and I really, really enjoyed it.
It was on our turf.
We will enjoy a conversation with Golden Gophers defensive lineman Anthony Smith Around the Corner on KFAN.
It's PA.
Bounces off the backboard. Big shot by Jared Spurgeon.
Weekdays 9 to noon on The Fan.
From the One Fan, sports updates, ticket giveaways, show highlights, and more. You can follow KFAN 1003 on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X, and YouTube. Today, stay connected to the sports leader, The Fan.
Yeah, hot. Here comes Anthony Smith, senior sack specialist, pass rusher, edge, defensive lineman for the Golden Gophers football team. And he was first team All Big Ten last year with 12.5 sacks, which led the Big Ten, 17.5 tackles for loss. And he's nice enough to close the 9 to noon radio show on KFAN on Gophers Media Day. I'm Paul. That's Nardo. That's J-Dub. Thanks for helping us.
Thanks for having me.
What excites you about what's on the horizon? Because the reason I ask it like that is this is your final collegiate year. So, okay, I don't know what your NIL is. That's not my business. But you're sitting on a signing bonus, getting drafted, and living a dream, playing at the very highest level. But you can't think too much about that right now because you got a season in front of you. But this is kind of the in-between time right now, a month and a half in front of it. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really amazing offseason with all my teammates. I mean, we've had a lot of transfers come in. We've had a lot of new guys come in. And I think just being able to get around those guys, hearing their stories, where they come from, where their schools were at with how they ran their culture, and now they're here. And just getting to know every single player for who they are. And now we're getting the itch right now. There's a lot of all the teammates are getting the itch right now. We're ready to get in the fall camp. We're ready to put the pads on it.
Yeah.
I think this is a really fun time of year because everybody's really hungry to start playing football. And everybody's in the facility so much, and that's one thing that I love about this team. We're in the facility so much. We're all Coach Fleck mentions a lot. We're sponges of the game. If you tell us something that we need to work on, we're in the film room or we're on the field. You'll see Aiden West or John Nestor in the indoor after workouts, after a lift that we just got done squatting 500 pounds, and they're in the indoor working on their technique. So I think this is it's really fun being in the off-season game to see people work their butts off, and now we're about to put it onto the field.
Well, it's in just meeting you, but learning about you by either talking to people or reading stuff online. There, in this day and age of college football, there's one thing that if this is the last time we shake hands and meet each other, I'm going to respect about you, is staying all 5 years at the same school. I mean, that is, I put together game calling depth charts on a weekly basis in the NFL and, for Vikings games, and it's okay, you got my man 3 years at Texas State, 2 years at Michigan, X amount of years at Minnesota. There are so many who have played at 3 or 4 of them. To stay here for 5 years, and forget the fact that it's here, to stay anywhere for 5 years, that's opposite what a lot of people do. I think it means something to you, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah, kudos to Coach Fleck. I mean, he tells everybody it's a life program. He doesn't only just build you into an amazing player, but he also builds you into an amazing man, and that's the one thing that he's always held true since the day that he recruited me is he's going to make me into a man before he's going to make me into a player. And again, it goes to the support staff too. I can come in here into the building every single day with a smile on my face, whether that's a training room, whether that's our bodybuilders, or just the players in general. It's so easy to come in here every single day and just have a smile on your face. And again, I wouldn't want to trade this for anywhere else.
Well, he has a lot to do with it. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of respect for PJ for things like that. However, when you play the way you play, and when you have 12.5 sacks and you're heading into your final year, then you're going to get people from more blue blood, bigger schools who traditionally have been more powerhouse-like, who are going to be well, we can help you become a man. Your NIL is $1. Well, we'll make it $2.50. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's, you're at a stage of your life right now where you got to make things elevator music a little bit, in one ear and out the other, and just keep your eye on the prize. And clearly, PJ's had a lot to do with that, but so have you too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, again, Coach Fleck makes this super easy coming here every single day with the support staff, as I said. But again, I wouldn't want to trade this experience for the world. I mean, Coach Fleck believed in me since the beginning. I mean, it took me 4 years. It took me 4 years up until last year to really start as a defensive end. I My third year, I started at D tackle. First
Really?
game was a USC game ever. That's the first time I ever started. And then I still didn't start that whole entire rest of the season.
What changed? I mean, were you not heavily recruited? Was it Shippensburg?
Shippensburg, yeah.
Yeah, out of Pennsylvania.
I was pretty well recruited. I was a 4-star, this, that, the third.
Well, the Nittany Lions can use 12.5 sacks. So, I mean, like, how Pennsylvania let you leave?
Yeah. No, again, I took one OV here. Coach Fleck in Minnesota was my first OV, and then literally that weekend I knew this was my forever home, and I didn't look back on the opportunity. And every single year, from year 1, from year 2, from year 3 to year 4 to right now, the coaches always believed in me. They've always pulled me aside, whether like it's like a hard practice for me or a good practice for me, and just wanting me to keep on getting better at my game. So again, I wouldn't want to trade that experience for the world.
Good for you.
From that development time, everything's future focused now, right? It's the season. You're getting itchy. Let's play some games that count. So that's the fun part of it. But you mentioned it. You're entering your 5th year here. Is there anything you ever just kind of look back on and it's like from that visit, from those early days, this is where I've grown the most as part of this entire experience here with PJ and company?
I think from a leadership aspect, I think I've grown the most. I remember being, even on my OV with Brendan Spanford, Trey Potts, those guys, and just like feeling the connection that they all had, and felt like I was a part of the family even when I was 17 years old and still in high school, and thinking, these guys are so cool to be around.
Awesome.
And now I get to be around kids like Enoch. I get to be around kids like Naquan, like all those guys, all my D-line buddies, and getting to take them on trips and everything, coming on the boat, whether that's going bowling tonight. Again, the connectivity that this team has, and that's the reason why we stay. That's the reason why Coach Fleck retains so many of his players, because there's a family here, and it doesn't make, I don't want to leave, because again, it's so easy to come in here every single day with a smile on your face with my teammates.
Naquan Crowder, FIU? Did he come from FIU?
That's Zion.
Okay.
Zion Chapman.
Yeah, where Crowder's new, right?
Yeah, he's from PA, yeah.
That's what it is. Right. Did you guys happen to run into each other, when you were playing high school football?
We did not, which is funny, but funny enough, I know where he's from. Even Zion Chapman, we all know I know where Aliquippa is.
Yeah.
I've played a few basketball tournaments out that way, so yeah.
Zion's a wide receiver, right?
No, Zion Chapman is he's a D lineman too.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from FIU.
Right. So that's what. Right. And you take that, and then you take Jackson, and then you take the addition of Naquan. Mm-hmm. You got T.J. Bush from Cal.
Yeah.
Who am I missing here? Martz or Caden? What's
Carter Benz?
Thank you. Take that. Take you. And then maybe some other transfers that you guys know are tearing it up and nobody else knows, which always happens in college football. I asked PJ, this has a chance in your decade here to be the best, most effective, deepest defensive line group that you've ever had. And PJ generally doesn't answer questions like that with yes or no, but he said yes. Obviously, you have a lot to do with that, but you guys, honestly, you might be stacked at the defensive line, right?
Oh, yeah, we definitely are.
Edge.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really excited to see. We work our butts off, and we're so connected. I think this is one of the most connected D-lines that I've seen in the past 5 years now.
Wow.
But again, they work their butts off, like T.J. Bush. We're always in the weight room or we're in runs and we're yelling at each other come on, get your butt going, because I'm beating you every single rep. So we're a super competitive group, but we're a family at the end of the day, which is really nice. And people will see. People will figure out real soon about Minnesota D-line.
What about Jackson Howard? How's he going to help?
Jackson Howard, he's a versatile guy. He can play inside on third down, and then he can go play rush or he can go play end. He's probably the most knowledgeable guy on the D-line that can play. He can play rush. He can play 9, 5, 3, and 1.
Wow.
He's one of the most knowledgeable guys on the D-line. And then he's also a great grad at beer guy. You saw I don't know if you guys saw it, but he just had a kids camp.
Yeah.
And he's a great connector. He's one of
Robbinsdale at
Yep.
Did you go?
Yeah, I went. I was
Sweet.
there. Well, I think he's one of the best connectors on this team too. So he brings people together in a great way.
That's great. Are you do you think you're still physically growing, like getting taller? There's a point to the question.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, here's the question, because, you look like an edge. In certain 3-4s, 3-3s, you probably could play defensive end in certain situations. What about 3 technique?
I could definitely play 3 technique.
In the NFL?
Yeah, I could definitely play 3 technique.
Really? You're not too rangy to be a 3 technique?
I
Wow.
Really, and
Bro, if you can get all that down, that'd be awesome.
I mean, really, where I see myself, I mean, I want to be able to be available for my team, however I can help my team to win. That's what I want to do. If they need me to play 3-tech, I'll go play 3-tech. I mean, if they need me to go play 1 on third down, I'll go do that and line up over the center. I mean, again, best ability is availability, and
right.
And the coaches keep on praying that for me, and that's why I want to play in the season 290. And again, I just want to be available for my team to help my team the best I can.
Why Anthony Smith is our guest. He was first team All Big Ten last year, led the Big Ten in sacks with 12.5. Why do you wear 0?
I wore 0. So back in high school, I kind of had a bad injury, and I wore 18. And then they had to cut my jersey in half, so then I wore 80. And then I got to college, I wore 80, and then 0 came about. And I had a best friend, Jonathan Kuhn. He passed away my freshman year of high school. Ooh. And he wore numbers. I was a basketball player before I was a football player. Took me a while to figure that out, but now I'm here, and I love basketball. I love football so much.
How good were you at basketball?
I feel like I was pretty good. I mean, people can pull up the tape and, they can have their opinions about it.
Well, the reason I ask is because the Vikings just drafted Caleb Banks. Mm-hmm. All right, and then Caleb and his brothers in Detroit. I mean, Caleb was the bomb at basketball. Obviously very good at football, went to Florida. But it sounds to me like you're one of those.
Yeah, I mean, I got a really good opinion about myself about basketball. I mean, I know I'm the best.
So you'd be playing for Nico if you weren't playing for PJ?
I definitely think I would.
I love that.
It would definitely be a two-way deal. Yeah, for sure.
So when it comes, last one or two here for Anthony Smith, this is cool. When it comes to an off season and developing moves, like how important is that to you? Who do you watch? Because everybody steals from everybody trying to get better. But how do you do that? Are you more of a bull rush guy, a spin guy? How do you play it?
I feel like the narrative has been I'm a power rusher in the past year, the past 2 years. But no, you get your confidence from the off season. So again, just keep on being repetitive with the drills that you learn and learning from other people. I was just in Vegas for the Sack Summit and seeing guys like Josh Allen, seeing guys like Max Crosby, Von Miller, and just seeing how they see their perspective about how they pass rush and how they set up their power line for a power rush or their speed line for their speed rush. Mm-hmm. So I think it's really cool to get around perspective, especially being around NFL legends like Cam Jordan, Von Miller, and Max Crosby.
Yes.
So that was really awesome. But again, you set up your confidence in the off season with the drills that you do in the off season.
Mm-hmm. You watch Vikings games?
I do watch Viking games.
Okay, so Andrew Van Ginkel.
Yeah.
How difficult is it to play the way he plays? Because he plays the same spot as you, but then he'll leak out a little bit, and he's so studied with the film, he'll get the tell from the widest receiver outside of the numbers, and that's how he's jumping that stuff, getting to the end zone.
Exactly. I mean, again, the film room's such a detrimental thing for especially our position, and that goes for any single position. You got to find a tendency that maybe the O-lineman, he wobbles his knee right before he sets up and it's a pass. Or the QB might snap his fingers a little bit and that might be an inside zone. So again, it's super important for us as football players to know the play before the play even happens. Win your rep before the rep even happens.
I love that. Hey, man, God bless you.
Hey, thank you so much.
And best of luck to you, okay?
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, that was a treat.
It's terrific.
Anthony Smith,
so much,
9 to noon continues after this. Well, that was fun. What a wonderful treat to return from a brief respite and learn that you're going to be in Minneapolis, Paul, at the Gibson-Nagurski complex. And you're going to get to meet the likes of Drake Lindsay, Jalen Smith, Anthony Smith, and chat about Golden Gophers football. I wasn't really sure what to expect, but greatly appreciative that you guys put that together. And it was a lot of fun today, wouldn't you say?
Are you kidding me? It was awesome. And whether we're going down the road of just getting to meet some of these kids, as impressive as they are, but just kind of, we are the home for many things, whether it's Vikings football with camp starting to get, we got the young kids reporting on Sunday, vets on Tuesday, and off we go, and shows at TCO and perches.
Right.
This is kind of our college version of the perch, at least for a day, where where we get to kind of soak it in here with PJ's team. So, in summer celebrating his 10th season as head coach of the Maroon and Gold.
That's sweet.
But when you kind of get a peek in behind, and Paul Rovnak was terrific and really kind of coordinating and doing,
Thank you, Paulie Wally.
The traffic signaling is for all of this. But you kind of
picking me up and getting me here on time because I went the wrong way.
Well, we can talk more about that tomorrow.
Nordo's like, let me get this straight. You've been gone almost 2 weeks, and then now you're going to be late for the show. Boy, you're really playing fastball.
Links for parking ramps and various things and maps as they are. But we got you here, and that's the kind of work that Paul Rovnak is going to do. He will pick you up at the B-Dubs by University and make sure that you are here by opening bell. For Bohannon, Bernsey, and Grimmer, and the whole party. But, this was kind of fun. It's midsummer, man. Mm-hmm. It's midsummer. It's stuff like this between now and then when we get to the state fair and then we officially kind of turn the page into football season. It's going to be awesome.
Is there a point of the equation where it hits you like summer can end any time now?
I during the heat wave last week, I was just like, I just want to be done with this. This is absolutely awful.
Was it terrible?
Yeah, I mean, it was mid-90s and super, super humid, and let's just say I ain't built for the humidity. So it was a 3-shirt day every day. I got through it, but I can't wish summer away, man. It's almost reconstructed.